morning. How are you doing? It's still morning. Yeah, it's 11:25, I think. Let's see, 11:27. So, good morning. Hopefully, you're having a good day today. And if you notice, and I personally, I don't like it whenever this happens, and it does happen just about every summer, where we'll have this dust coming off the Sahara all the way across the Atlantic, which is just amazing, and makes it all the way across the Caribbean into Texas, and then usually dissipates from there. But I don't like it because I like blue sky, like the nice white clouds and blue sky. It just kind of makes it look dingy. Everything looks just ugh. So anyway, that's what's going on, and I think it's going to last. It's going to last for a while. We're going to continue to have hazy conditions throughout the week. Should improve over the weekend. All right, these are just some of the things that I'm looking at. Let's take a look here. Hot afternoons. We're going to have a slight break in the heat, and basically not much of a break. That's why I put slight instead of above 100. I think temperatures will be in the upper 90s, around 98 today and tomorrow. We'll have more cloud cover. African dust. Afternoon skies are going to be real hazy, especially, and again, that's going to last for the rest of the week. In the afternoons, we'll be back to 100 degrees, by the way, by Thursday, I think. And then the aquifer and drought, bad news. When we get like this with that dry soil moisture and upper level pattern like this, sometimes it's hard to break. And unless something tropical happens, some kind of real nice feed of moisture out of the tropics or something like that, it's going to be really hard to break this pattern, unfortunately, I think. And so lots of heat and very little chances for rain. I do have a few in the 7-day, and I'll share those with you here in just a second. All right, let me say hi to some folks. We got a lot on. Wow. Amelia, how are you? Conchi, thanks for streaming with us. Elizabeth, how are you doing? John, Peyton, Viola, Jennifer, how are you doing today? Jennifer, hopefully you're having a good day. And Jaime, hey, good morning to you. Let's see if anybody has any questions. Let's see. Sonia says good morning to you as well. And definitely taking a few questions if you've got them. I don't see any real questions there, but again, thanks for everybody that's streaming with us. Temperature 86 degrees. Now, I have really got to look, and I said this morning on the program, the news show, that I really need to see. I'm going to go back and look at how many days in a row the low temperature has been above average and the high temperature above average. It seems like to me it's been a month, and maybe even longer than that. So again, above average temperatures. Low this morning was 78. Here's the good news. We're not going to hit the record high of 105 set back in 1998. Here's the bad news. Still going to be hot. High temperatures will be in the upper 90s, around 98. Now, we will have a breeze, and that's going to help us out today. Won't feel quite as hot, but I still think the heat index is going to hit about 100. We have more clouds out there, and that's one of the reasons why I don't think we'll hit 100. I think the air temperature will be about 98. 86 degrees right now. Gonzales already in the lower 90s. Floresville already in the lower 90s. Catula coming in at about 91 degrees. So really it's just hot. Taking a look at the nation and what's going on. Let me back this up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, there's the high temperatures. Look at this. St. Louis, 100 degrees today. Chicago should hit the upper 90s. Lots of heat across the middle portion of the country. And the place to be where the rain is in the northwestern portions of the U.S. Matter of fact, they had flooding up there in Yellowstone, and also in Chicago, they had some big thunderstorms. So what's going on? Why 98 instead of 102 or 3? Well, there's this upper level low. You can see it spinning there, kind of close to Monterey. And you can kind of see the flow from the south and east. But I want you to notice as time moves on, how those wind arrows are starting to have just a little bit more of an easterly component. We're seeing clouds from this upper level low. Excuse me. And tomorrow, maybe a 10% chance of rain, but I just don't think we're going to see a whole lot more than that. Also, look at that blow up of thunderstorms in the western portions of the Gulf. Generally headed in our direction, but I think maybe a 10% chance tomorrow, and that's probably the best we're going to do. And here's why I think that. Even though we've got this big complex of storms in the western Gulf of Mexico, this is just one computer model, the GFS, but notice how it kind of breaks it up a little bit. And tomorrow, with the big ridge of high pressure being centered over the deep south and not right over Texas, that may give us the opportunity for a sprinkle or two around. Don't count on rain in your backyard. And then Thursday, notice how that ridge just builds right back in. So anything out of the Gulf is going to be kind of deflected more out towards the west or southwest and won't give us the opportunity for rainfall. Friday, the upper level high is strong. Notice the upside down U over Louisiana on Friday. That's a disturbance kind of riding underneath that ridge of high pressure. And I think Saturday may give us a 10% chance of rain. That's a big maybe. And then maybe Monday, Tuesday, back to a 10% chance. But if I keep this going through the rest of the month, that high is just going to be with us. And that is bad news because we're already in extreme drought, going to turn into exceptional. And the 10-day average on the aquifer is already below 640. And so it's just a matter of time before they call stage 3 water restrictions. And I think that's coming up pretty soon. I don't know what they're waiting for, actually. But anyway, I don't make that decision. Let's take a look. Out in the tropics, we've got a system that may develop. National Hurricane Center is giving this a 40% chance of developing. But even if something does develop there tropically, I think with that high being so strong that it will tend to move more towards Mexico and not Texas, and will likely stay south of us. At least that's the way it looks to me right now. So a high temperature, 98. We'll have a little more cloud cover than we've seen lately. That's why 98. And I think tomorrow as well. Now tomorrow, if you're watching from Uvalde, Del Rio, Rock Springs, perhaps a shower in the morning. It's definitely possible. I think we may even see a little patchy drizzle here. Not expecting much more than that. And then we're back in the upper 90s for your Wednesday. Again, a grand total of 10%. But look at how anemic the rainfall looks on Wednesday, and then Thursday morning we'll cloud things back up in the morning. All right, we started off with the Saharan dust. This is the way it looks. This is a computer model interpretation, basically, forecast as we head into Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday may be really hazy with that dust, and then by the time we get to Saturday, it should break up a little bit. And I believe this computer model has more dust coming in, for next week. So I guess just to go along with the heat, we've got some of this Sahara dust we'll have to deal with. All right, before we get to the drought monitor, let's see if anybody has any questions for me. Johnny, hey, how are you doing? Vicky, thanks for logging on with us. And Albert, hey, how are you? Let's see, Carol, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing great. And again, thanks for streaming. And Chris says, what is the stage 3 water restrictions? Oh, well, in case you forgot, or maybe not know, if we do go into stage 3, that means that you can only water your lawn every other week, just once every other week, so twice a month. That's it. No washing of driveways, sidewalks. Wash your car only on the weekends, and so yeah, it starts getting a little more extreme, I guess. The what you can and can't do. Drought monitor. Extreme, exceptional. The new one comes out Thursday. I'm expecting exceptional to continue to expand. And the aquifer today, 636.3. Went down almost a foot. 10-day average, below 640 at 639.5, and that just continues to drop. We're in stage 2 water restrictions, but the Edwards aquifer, they've already put stage 3 restrictions on for pumpers and irrigators. Just waiting for saws, and if I had to bet, I would say it's going to be sooner than later. Mold is light, 150 grains per cubic meter. Here's your 7-day forecast. Today, high 98 degrees. We'll have partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy at times. Saharan dust moving in. Breezy conditions for this flag day. And then tomorrow, maybe a 10% chance of a shower. Don't count on rain in your backyard. Thursday and Friday, around 100, still hazy. Over the weekend, Father's Day weekend, hot, maybe a 10% chance with this little weak disturbance Saturday. And then early next week, maybe a hit and miss isolated. I just don't see any good rain, and that's bad. And high temperatures close to 100, so it stays pretty hot, and temperatures still staying above average. All right, make sure to watch at noon. I'm doing the noon today, 4, 5, 6, and 10. And watch tomorrow morning. Be up bright and early and tell you what I think is going to happen as we get closer to the weekend. All right, thanks for streaming with us. Hope you have a great afternoon, and we'll see you later.